Schubert that doesn't get played very often anymore. We're only doing the first movement today.
And when I did the math, it's roughly like 18 minutes, and I will have a timer on my phone, so we keep track of it.
18 minutes?
Yeah, 18 minutes per piece. Next week I'll have exact proper timestamps. My math is not correct over
All right.
Yeah.
Now we're late, so we've got to adjust 17 minutes.
17 minutes per person. Sounds good.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. A sound sheet. Okay. I'll get one for you. I see one.
Oh, is there one in here? Oh, there it is. I see.
Yeah, you're waiting for them. So one thing you're gonna have to get used to with strings is it's not nearly as immediate as it is with winds.
Okay.
So you're gonna give a beat and you're gonna expect to hear like boom, and you're gonna get boom. And if you wait, it just looks like you wanna slow down or makes it uncertain. So just go and sort of let them, you can tell, if they're together, they're following you, okay? So just kind of be comfortable with that, because it feels like you're kind of like, where are they gonna, like you don't know where the group is supposed to play. Okay, so do it one more time. The other thing is, if you can just relax your baton grip a little bit, okay? Like, look at how they hold a bow. They don't go. And like all of these little things will help them do well with their stringed instruments, but it will also let your hand be a little bit more flexible with their sound. And it'll create some room for the winds and the strings to kind of coexist with the same beat. Okay, one more time.
And so the allegro goes in 2, everybody. So it usually goes in 2. Okay. Part of the reason we do this piece is because it's got so darn many accents in 14 pianos, but we're doing it in slow tempo, so we have to know how to show all of the accents, so back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And the prep that has been in between, like that 14 piano, that has to come from the conductor, right? Yeah, you have to know that's there, and it has to come a little bit from the conductor. Doesn't mean you have to go in for a hard accent, but you got to like encourage, because what they do, if you don't show it, then that can be a choice, which is like don't do too much, but it needs to be. That was better.
From the top?
Mm-hmm.
Do we also need, if we only have a whole note, do we need both hands showing everything?
No.
We really don't. yeah, this is better. But so we have to also think about like, what can our rebound communicate? And with the rhythm that's happening, there needs to be a chain of eighth notes in some way happening. And so like a linear, very smooth, as if they're only playing quarter notes, in between isn't as effective, because that leaves a lot of room for guessing. Because generally they're playing the eighth notes too fast and underdotting everything, because they're not getting like one and two and D and D. A little bit of use of the rebound is a lot of our information in music like this. So I wonder if you might try incorporating that. It's maybe a newish, but
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you're giving a lot of information when they're doing, rather than helping them get ready to do.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so you're kind of getting it, but you could get more. What I would say in relation to what Professor Mueller was saying is that feel like you're touching the music more on the antonyms. And the actual beat is sort of by implication. And that'll do two things. One thing, it'll keep the subdivision more alive for the players. The other thing is it takes the beat out of the equation, which helps the sense of line. Make sense? Okay, so back up to your favorite spot in the introduction and one more time.
From the beginning.
It's a little under tempo stuff, yeah.
The Allegro. Client, you're behind. Rehearsal at 8. Rehearsal at 8. 2, 8.
said, it was a little under tempo. And now it feels like you've got this horse, you just, like, you always want it to go faster, right? So, conducting a group like this, and we have a lot of this in the wind music, in the wind realm, where you're conducting like an octet or a double quintet or something. This kind of playing is almost like you should be like the ninth member of the octet. So you're kind of playing chamber music with them. It's just that your role is always like, instead of doing that with an instrument and then playing something, you're just doing that, right? So there are times, in the realm of chamber music, right? Well, how would you define the role of a chamber music? Is your job when you play chamber music to lead or to follow? Trick question.
Both.
It's both. And the trick of being a good chamber musician is knowing when to lead and when to, right? So you can do more of that. There are times like, get them going, and once you're in that line, like, then let the ensemble go, and you can wait for the next thing that you want to change. Okay? Do I try letter A? Yeah.
Transition. We don't have to keep driving. Let the clarinet. It's a song. Something a Schubert song, right? Something like made it up, but like the point is like it's a song. So give it just within there are times to, was what Dr. Voda was saying, like know when to kind of get out of the way and to ease things. So sometimes what we're doing is just showing this, or then what does the accent sound like? Because like very few of these accents are actually hard accents. Ya, 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 da, da, ba, da, ya, da, 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 ya, ya, ya. Okay, great. And ya, da, 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 ba, da, da, and ya. Like preparing the events. Once you kind of get it going. So experiment with that. I mean, you're very musical and great progress so far. Maybe let's go A one more time into the second sentence. Okay? Are you watching the bows, how they do that? Yeah, circular. Well, you might be more circular with the arm rather than.
Okay.
Yeah.
To encourage a good
Can I just say that? Sorry, since I stopped. Sorry, I thought we were saying. So can I just say like what was really cool is like you when you started kind of subdividing where you felt you needed it, that's great.
Okay.
Like, you don't have to be like locked into one thing, where it feels right to have a little bit of orientation, that's totally okay. Yeah, it's good.
I was like, oh, should I? But
Oh,
I was
yeah,
guessing
give yourself
myself.
permission. Always give yourself permission.
Next.
Yes.
Thank you.